All right, guys, welcome back to Roleplay going into hour number 3. I'm headed towards the lighthouse. The rest of the party, I think, was trying to find some help. I don't know. Neil, take it away. Wait, why can't I? Oh.
So I asked the barkeep if he knows of anyone that can heal me for money or services or whatever.
Well, there's some healers, but usually they don't hand out their healing. You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's not like a cash for magic sort of
what do you
exchange.
mean? What do you mean to hand it out? Like,
I'm
I mean,
saying it's a religious institute. You know, they only really use it for religious purposes or for people who are devout followers or whatever they deem worthy. You know, it's
so in
not
this
one of
town, when
those.
people get hurt, they just kind of float around and put band-aids on shit until they.
Well, yeah. What's it like where you're from?
There's doctors and people that.
Well, I mean, we got some traditional, I can get you. There's doctors and stuff, but they don't heal you the way that you. I mean, I was looking at your wounds and I thought you wanted something a little faster.
Yeah, I do. There's no cleric in town, nothing like that.
Yeah, clerics in town, but as I said, they only really use their magic for those of them that are following the religious order.
All right,
They're
all
very
right.
picky about who gets to use it. You know, it's not just like, you know, religious folk. He kind of
I
gives you one of
understand.
those
Yeah, I've
nods.
been around it. What is the church of these people that are healers? And it can't be that Arius fellow. Is there another one?
Well, I mean, there's a big temple to a stair here. We
Yeah, not
also
a stair.
got one. Yeah. Um, Quantarius has a pretty big temple here too. I mean, because
Okay.
it's port city, of course. But they don't do much in the way of healing. I guess the only other healers would be Nerul, but if you're not an elf, I don't think you can get any help from them.
The
They're pretty.
Quintarius people can heal, they just don't typically do that, is what you're saying?
I've never heard of them doing it.
So you're just throwing that out there then? Not to be,
I'm just saying it's one of the major temples in the city.
All right.
I'm just spitballing, thinking aloud.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. Thank you very much, friend. So, Neil, what ends up happening now is, by my math, perhaps 14 days of shirtless montaging. This would be the world record for shirtless montage.
So you shirtless montage just to heal.
Um, well, unless you know of any random traveling clerics that might come through town and accept money to heal, so as
Yeah,
to.
it's pretty much shirtless montaging of healing.
God damn it, Neil!
I
All
hear
right,
you.
one last.
Abigail enjoys it.
I go to that temple of Arius, right?
Quantarius?
No, Arius, the one I went to before.
A stair.
A stair. And I'm wearing a cloak that I bought and a fake mustache that I made from my own head hair. And I walk in and I go, "Brothers, it is a glorious day and it is so good to see you. I could use a healing."
When a priest says, "Oh, I don't recognize you.
Brother, I'm from another town and I have come near here to sell
Where
apples.
are you from?
Fitchview.
You're a
It's
very
a-
long way from
It's
Fitchview."
it is a long ways, but as the Lord knows, the wind blows leaves of every color into the winds of the oceans of the world.
Yes, he does. Uh,
Yes, kind of like looks. So what is it that you seem to have some grievous wounds? What happened to you on your way here?
Along my travels, a grievous pack of hellhounds happened across us, and fortunately I was with other brave companions, and they were able to fend them off, but not before I suffered grievous wounds, as you've noticed.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so in order to pursue my trade, I'm actually quite the famous of an apple and pear seller, and I need to take this load to islands elsewhere to hopefully set the seed so that I can feed other people. But first, I could use some healings.
Let me grab a book. Hold on.
Ryan, turn your camera on.
Yeah, I don't know why my Skype keeps getting turned off and on.
It's
And
probably.
I don't know why my internet doesn't work. Oh, wait.
Oh god.
I'm so upset right now.
By the way, while we're waiting for this, Neal doesn't have his headset on, but I can just ask him afterwards. Are you guys down to do a live Q&A after the show?
Sure.
Okay.
We're
Absolutely,
going to
yeah.
go full 4 hours, right?
Yeah, we should. I think we're in hour 3 right now, right?
Did you
Yeah.
say we were going to do a Q&A for the show?
Yeah, are you okay with that, Neal, or do you got to go?
Yeah, it should be. I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
Okay, sounds good.
I need to rejoin the call. I can't see you guys' mics.
Yeah, well, I'd rather do it sometime I can see the chat, but if you guys really want to, we can do it.
There she is with that chat cheating again.
I mean, it's just kind of sucky, like standing there looking at the ceiling, so.
No, he'll tell you the questions. You'll get the answer.
No, I know, but it's just sucky.
All right. You'll tough it up though. You're really strong.
Any luck, Neal?
Yeah.
And I need to call Belle.
Not now though.
You could do that during a break.
No. Yeah. What?
No,
JP,
no, Belle
what
takes like
country do you buy
30
your
hours. What the
your
fuck?
internet fighter in your 5-minute break? Like, 1 second, guys. Just gonna take care of
Well,
this.
Jeff.
Oh,
He says.
no. Go ahead.
Okay.
So the priest says, "Well, if you would like to make a donation,
Friends.
that can be done."
The apple and pear business has been good to me. I would love to make a donation. What do you recommend?
Excellent. Well, how the fuck do you put that in game terms? Well, it depends on the extent of the healing that you need.
Hmm.
I mean, we could conceivably heal all your wounds, but the cost would be quite high for the church.
Really? From one brother to another? When you say quite high, what do you mean?
Kind of look you over and goes, well, it really depends on the amount of healing that it takes, and it's one of those things that you can't know until it's been done before.
Okay.
In out of game mechanics, it's 10 GP per HP healed.
It's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm really impatient, so I don't give a fuck. Into game. Friend,
You
I...
have 19 gold.
What? I thought I had like thousands. Oh, we were over that.
You could heal 1.9 HP though.
1.9% of an HP, yeah.
I guess when I'm understanding from the donations you're asking for, it would seem that you're not really going to heal me even though I'm a part of your faith, but you're asking for a service. Is that correct?
Well,
Because where I come from, donations mean like what you can give. The higher the amount you give, of course, the better the service. But if what you're saying is I will do this for this amount of donations, then what you're actually saying is I will sell you this product for this price, and we could
the
just.
priest looks a little uncomfortable. He says, well, the church has very few ways of making money, and they have a lot of expenses. This is basically the only way that we can raise money for the church.
Hmm.
And as a fellow follower of Aster, I would expect you to know this. You seemed quite well versed in our ways when you first walked in.
I am one of the wisest of the leaves that the wind has been blown, but
Really, what's the name of the head priest in Fitchview?
Jeremiah Fiddlebottom.
Really?
He's quite old. He actually wrote one of the original books of The Traveling Acorn, which is, of course, the story of the seed and how we need to plant it on many different islands. It's why I'm here. I'm actually part of that journey. I am here to spread the seed of this fine fruit, to feed the people, to convert them, and to bring
He
them
looks
into
at you
our...
deadpan. I
Yes.
think it's time for you to leave, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. As we say in Fitchview, may the coldest dust of the night's wind not fall upon your flower, but should the bee find the honey.
Man. Can
you'll
I
see
can I
my-
redact that statement and say what Jeff really said? Please? Please?
Jeff said what he said.
Damn it. Jeff, you should have said may you be blown soon and then left. That would have been the best line, man.
I have blown myself. So I walk out, tear off the garb, throw it on the ground, and I look to the air, and that's when the music starts playing. The music that will play throughout the entire shirtless montage while I heal myself up in this town. That's my plan.
Which is what song?
I
Montage
think
from
the
Team
final
America?
Countdown. It's the final countdown.
The final countdown. So 14 days of the final countdown.
Yeah.
It's a really long final countdown, though.
He agrees.
The song is slowed down, so it's just really, really slow and spreads out over 14 days.
The long version.
Just over and over.
It's the final countdown.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, let's switch back to Bannon right now. Bannon, what are you doing?
Making my way towards the lighthouse.
All right, you get to the lighthouse. It's nighttime by the time you get there, though.
Okay. I'll just walk up to the lighthouse, knock. Or I guess I'll check the door first, see if it's open. Just to
Yeah, it's
turn
open.
it. I'll just knock instead.
Okay. Eventually, someone comes down, opens the door, and says, "My, we've got a lot of travelers these days. How can I help you?" Well, first off, why don't you come in out of that cold out there?
Oh, well, thank you. That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. Walk inside and ask, did a group of travelers come by here recently?
Why, yes. It looks pretty badly beaten up.
Yes, they did suffer some wounds. Did they bury a friend around here? Sorry to be direct.
They spoke of a friend, but I saw a fire. I think they incinerated the corpse.
By looking at this person, what does he look like?
He's a short elf.
Doesn't look to be armed or capable of fighting?
Totally unarmed. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know... I mean, you saw a fire. You know what direction?
Yeah, he points and says, well, it was probably a mile or two out on the coast.
Well, it is quite late. I don't really want to be walking around in the middle of the night. Do you mind if I...
Oh, please, stay here. I can always use the
Perfect.
company.
Perfect. All right. I will be... I'll
Sorry,
be
I
out.
don't have any wine to offer you. The
Oh, it's
previous
okay.
stuff took it all.
I'm not the drinking type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be out of your hair tomorrow morning.
You guys have a pleasant evening.
We'll wake
Next
up.
morning.
Sure. All right. All right. Thank you for the shelter. I'm going to be on my way now. And as I'm walking, I'll be like, by the way, I was not here. Is that understood?
No, I don't. What do you mean? You were just here.
No. This never happened.
What are you talking about?
I give him a look once more that just, like, very sternly and be like, this never happened.
He kind of backs inside and shuts the door.
Perfect. Walk back and head the direction of the smoke.
Well, there's no more smoke now, but
He pointed, did he not?
he pointed, but there was no smoke. But yeah,
Right. Go to wherever he
you go
pointed.
the direction.
Perfect.
Eventually, after a couple hours of wandering about, you find a pile of ash with some logs ends sticking out of it.
And on the... So I guess he... Fuck. What's the question I want to ask?
What is it that you do?
I just start muttering to myself, like, this can't be, and start searching the ash and see if there's any remnants of the boots.
You dig up some. You dig up some a very large suit of chain mail, some other metal scraps that could probably have belonged to various pieces of equipment, and a bracelet.
So nothing, no leather or anything like that?
Nope.
I guess he wasn't lying. Well, I need to go have words with this Vincent character. As I'm walking away, I turn back, spit on the burial grounds, and then start walking back to town.
Okay. So you get back to town. It's super late by the time you get back. Super, super late. Where do you go?
I'll just go back and get an inn, or get a room at the same inn that I stayed at the first night.
Okay. Next morning, you guys are still montaging. Abigail and Breger, is there anything in particular you want to do? Or that you have been doing, or are you just kind of same old, same old?
Same old.
Okay. Okay, next day.
Me?
Yeah. Anyone?
Well, I wake up and immediately start searching for the party, or for
right.
Vincent specifically.
Okay, well, you know where they stay. So
Neal, what kind of montaging have I been doing? Have I found any odd jobs in town, or?
You're trying not to strain your wounds, so you're keeping away from like heavy lifting and stuff, you know, because you want to be able to heal quickly. So you ended up. What? You can read and write. You ended up doing some clerical work for a church.
Also,
Did I
I
do
found
anything?
another.
I don't mean as a cleric. I mean as like,
Right.
you know.
I misused that word earlier. But I have healed another like 4 points. Right. It's been a couple days.
Yeah.
You should keep track of that because this is going to be
Oh,
really
I am.
fucking boring.
I am.
Okay.
Okay. So, not Tatico, Bannon, you walk over to their tavern as you see Vincent start to walk
The group
out.
has seen darker days, but Vincent Longbourn is doing clerical work for a church right now to give you an idea of where we're at in this game.
All right,
We
so
are doing that.
I
You
see
see
Vincent.
Mhm.
Okay. I walk up to him and say, "Hello again, sir."
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. So those boots, you weren't lying. Can I speak to you in private again? This time it will be worth your while. I do not wish to disclose my my life, so to speak, out here in public.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Are we there, or is he alone again?
This is just as they were walking outside, so they walk right back into the tavern where you guys are finishing up your breakfast.
Okay, so we see him coming in.
Yes.
I say,
So I just don't say anything, and I get up.
Okay.
I walk upstairs with Vincent, or I say, Vincent, to your room, I assume?
Sure.
So I walk upstairs with Vincent, and we go into the room. I shut the
I
door.
follow them.
I also start trying to follow.
I
Okay.
turn around in Elvish and say, "This does not concern you."
Vincent,
I open the door.
Do you want to go in there alone with him?
Friend, what you can say in front of me, you can say in front of Bregor and his boys. We are a group, we are family, and I trust that you understand that.
I open the door.
What?
Well, didn't you say you closed the door? So I opened the fucking door. You said you
Sure,
closed the
sure,
door.
sure. We're inside the room. Abigail opens.
Everyone's inside the room with
Sure. That
the four of
happens.
you are in a bedroom now.
Perfect. All right. So I disclose the story and say, I spent my life searching for the one named Tuttigub in the boots that he once held. They were my father's. Wow, I turned into Jen for a second. They were my father's, and without them in this world, I simply have no goal.
We are sorry for your loss. Tuggabut
What boots?
also thought those boots were very important, and from what he believed, and I genuinely trust him in this, he was told they were his fathers, so I do not have any information that can help you in your quest. I am sorry.
I say, with the boots gone, Tuttigub's serving with you. I assume you guys are short-sighted and need or short-handed rather, not short-sighted, short-handed and need someone to accompany you. I bear you no ill will. There's nothing I need from you. I simply just need something to do.
Well, I don't see why we would trust you. We've just been betrayed by some elf. You just seem like another crazy elf who's trying to kill us.
He's human.
I say in Elvish and be like, I may speak Elvish, but I am no elf.
Well, you're.
So-
He's not an elf.
He's not an elf.
Well, I
In
don't
order-
see how it changes anything. I mean, who are you? Why would you want to accompany us, even though you don't have any goal in life? Like, why?
What else am I to do?
Why would we trust you?
I have nothing against you. Tuttigub was the one I sought after.
I mean, you have something against Tuttigub.
I did, but he no longer exists, so my...
There's a knock at the door.
Come
I
in,
get it,
friend. Come in. Yep.
A man dressed all in brown comes in, brown cloak, brown pants, brown shirt, and kind of looks about and says,
My name is Thomas Brown Affair.
I'm looking for the Breger Band.
This
you
is
mean
Gregor. We are his boys.
your
How can we help you?
boys. Thomas
Which one of you is the leader?
Yes.
I am Bregor, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, he is Gregor.
Kind of walks up to you and says, I have a message for you that needs to be spoken in private.
All this privacy is making me really mad right now.
Bannon, can you excuse us for a minute?
As you wish. Walk
He looks at
outside.
the other two and says, just the two of us.
Yeah, that's
These
fine.
are my boys.
Very well. Then
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
should-
I leave.
The one that I
Yes.
had leave was not one of the boys, but these two.
We are his
I come with a message, and before I give it to you, I would like your word that you will not shoot the messenger, so to speak.
You have it.
I
If
come
he tried
from.
to shoot you, you'd probably be safer than if he didn't, by the way.
Unless you want to see a bow break in half, you.
I have come across the sea from Windsail, and I bring the tidings of a man named Riker.
Oh, very good, Riker. Yes, we know him. Sure.
Yes, yeah.
He has offered. He asked me to bring you this message, and he unfolds a piece of paper and reads it. Breger's Band. In exchange for the sword, I will grant you amnesty. If you refuse, I will hunt you down and kill you. Riker.
Can you take a note back to him?
He nods.
Gregor, are you on the same wavelength as I am on this?
I give you a look that says, I think so.
I think so too. Messenger Brown. Can I call you Thomas Brown?
Thomas Brown over there. That's the funniest shit. Alright.
Sure.
Have you ever seen a man's genitals?
I've seen my own, if that's what you're asking.
Very good. I want you to do your best handiwork, no pun intended, and I want you to draw one on this paper. And I want you to write the words, suck it. You take that and you send it back to him. But if you could do me a favor and do it in like 2 weeks.
He says, well, the travel across the sea is 4 or 5 days, so...
How about, how attractive is Thomas Brown, Neal?
Fairly average attractiveness.
Well within the range. Good. Abigail, do you want to keep this guy around for a few days?
Also of average attractiveness.
He says, hold on, I thought we agreed there would be no
Oh
harming
no,
his
it's
sister.
purely just she likes companions. She could use a friend for a few
I'm
days.
sorry, I have to get back to.
She's quite comely to look upon. Are you sure?
I have to
God,
answer
I
my
just
message.
exit the room as he says that.
All right. Well,
Lost him.
like I said, draw it as pretty good size, please. By the way, pretty good to
He
scale.
nods and leaves.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, I did have a mind that maybe we give him the sword, but if his offer is just to not come and get us, I'm sorry. We'll be ready for him next time if I'm not
I don't
mistaken.
think he knows it's been tainted. The blade.
No, I don't think he knows that either. I'm tired of people threatening us, is I think what we can get at, right? Now that we're alone, by the way, before we get this this Banner fellow back in here, what do we think about this? Abigail, I saw you asking a lot of questions. It was your friend that betrayed us before. Not that that means that your opinion's any less important. It's just that we do need to be very careful. And what do you guys think?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not sure about that guy. I mean, he seems like he hated Tadagub. I don't see why he would like us. We were Tadagub's friends.
I don't think he hated Tutagub so much as the fact that Tutagub was the beneficiary of some boots. But the bottom line is we need to trust this guy in order to invite him to our party, and I think maybe a series of trust falls might be just the way.
We should make
All right.
him do some tests.
Well, here's what I
We
was
should
thinking
trust
about
him.
this. We do need to exact revenge, and since we are on this island and we aren't going to be going back anytime soon, why don't we battle test this guy and see if he's good for it? And if he's not, then we obviously cut his head off.
I'm just gonna
That
roll a
sounds
bunch of
good with
ones and
me.
die this episode.
We
Abigail,
should,
repeat.
we should ask him what he can do. Show us what he can do.
I agree. I think like a full disclosure of his abilities would be a pretty good place to start.
Yeah, honesty is key.
A magician never tells how to do his illusions. You guys know that.
Well, he's gonna have to tell us.
You're... Okay. You guys are keen on the idea of asking this wizard to tell us all of his magical capabilities so that we can then trust him? How does that make any sense at all? Swordsman,
I mean,
tell us
we will know
exactly
what
how
to
many
expect.
swords you have, and then we will trust you.
No,
Listen.
but that's like one of the things he could do to help.
I'm telling you, it doesn't help. It's
I
completely
mean,
arbitrary.
we can battle him. We can battle him.
That's also not the option we're looking for. Abigail, you have raised the question, we could ask him all his magic, or we could attack him. You are
I
voting
mean,
yourself
I just
off
want
as
to
my-
see if he could be useful or not. I don't know that guy.
Do you think his magic has the accuracy of hitting small rodents from across the room?
Only if they're armored, I believe.
You're exactly right.
Well, good
Well,
thing
yeah.
my rodent isn't armored then.
Look, here's the thing. I trust you guys. So let's bring him in here. You guys asked your questions, but we do need someone else. And if he passes your tests and your questions, I say we bring him on to... Maybe we don't go after the giants. Maybe we go after a smaller job. If he passes that
All right.
job, we keep him with us for a while. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Sure.
I will keep my eye on him, as time goes on.
Yes. That's the next thing, too, is if we do take him on a mission, when we set our rotations, we need to learn not to allow ourselves to be snuck upon like this again until we fully trust someone like us. And I don't know if that'll ever happen, but even at night, we need to watch the people that are with us.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Banner, old chap, if you would please rejoin us.